A mandate for change, examining the impact on Black Americans, women, and veterans. The year 2025 marks a pivotal moment in American history with the enactment of the 2025 Mandate for Leadership. This sweeping legislation promises significant changes across various sectors, from the economy to education. As we stand on the precipice of this new era, it is crucial to examine the potential impact of these policies, particularly on Black Americans, women, and veterans who have historically faced systemic barriers and inequities. This essay delves into the heart of the 2025 mandate, exploring its potential to either exacerbate existing disparities or pave the way for a more just and equitable future for these communities. The 2025 mandate is not just a set of policies. It's a reflection of our values. It's about who we are as a nation and who we aspire to be. Understanding its nuances is not merely an academic exercise. It's about empowering communities to advocate for themselves and hold leadership accountable. The stakes are high. The potential for progress is real, but so is the possibility of unintended consequences. This examination is not about pointing fingers or assigning blame. It's about engaging in a much-needed dialogue, one that acknowledges the complexities of our past and present, while striving for a future where opportunity is truly accessible to all. The 2025 mandate presents both challenges and opportunities. By engaging in open and honest conversations about its potential impact, we can work towards ensuring that its legacy is one of progress, equity, and justice for all Americans, especially those who have long been marginalized, including women and veterans. Economic shifts, potential boons, and barriers. The 2025 mandate ushers in significant economic reforms centered around tax cuts and deregulation. Proponents argue that these measures will stimulate economic growth, leading to increased job creation and prosperity for all Americans. However, a closer look reveals a more complex picture, particularly for Black communities who are statistically more likely to be employed in low-wage jobs and face barriers to entrepreneurial opportunities. While tax cuts may offer temporary relief for some Black families, they could also lead to cuts in vital social programs that many rely on. Additionally, deregulation, while intended to reduce bureaucratic hurdles for businesses, could disproportionately impact Black entrepreneurs who often lack the capital and networks to compete in a less regulated market. The potential benefits of economic growth must be weighed against the risk of exacerbating existing economic disparities. History has taught us that economic policies, even those enacted with the best intentions, can have unintended consequences. The legacy of redlining, for instance, continues to cast a long shadow on Black homeownership and wealth accumulation. As we navigate the economic shifts brought about by the 2025 mandate, it is crucial to learn from the past and ensure that these policies do not inadvertently perpetuate or worsen existing inequalities. Navigating social change, family, community, and support. Beyond the realm of economics, the 2025 mandate delves into the social fabric of American life, particularly regarding family values and the role of government assistance. The legislation emphasizes traditional family structures and promotes reductions in government-funded social programs. While proponents argue that these measures will strengthen families and encourage self-reliance, critics express concern about their potential impact on Black communities who often face unique challenges. Black families, often headed by single mothers, rely heavily on social safety net programs to make ends meet and provide for their children. Reductions in these programs could push many families further into poverty, exacerbating existing disparities in health, education, and overall well-being. Moreover, the emphasis on traditional family structures fails to acknowledge the diversity of family units within Black communities and could marginalize those who do not fit this narrow definition. It is essential to remember that strong families are the bedrock of any thriving community. However, strength comes in many forms, and policies that dictate a singular definition of family risk, undermining the resilience and resourcefulness that have long been hallmarks of Black communities. As we navigate the social changes ushered in by the 2025 mandate, it is crucial to prioritize policies that support all families regardless of their structure and provide a safety net for those facing economic hardship. Education at a crossroads, choice and access for Black students. Education, often hailed as the great equalizer, takes center stage in the 2025 mandate with its emphasis on school choice and localized control over education policy. While proponents argue that these measures will empower parents and improve educational outcomes for all students, critics raise concerns about their potential to exacerbate existing inequalities in access to quality education for Black students. School choice, while seemingly offering increased options, could inadvertently lead to further segregation and resource disparities between schools in predominantly Black neighborhoods and those in more affluent areas. Additionally, localized control over education policy could result in the implementation of curricula that lack cultural sensitivity or fail to adequately address the unique needs and experiences of Black students. As we stand at this crossroads in education policy, it is imperative to remember that true educational equity requires not just choice, but also equitable access to high-quality educational opportunities for all students. This includes ensuring that schools in predominantly Black neighborhoods have the resources they need to succeed, and that curricula are culturally relevant and responsive to the diverse needs of all learners. Looking forward, equity and the path ahead. The 2025 Mandate for Leadership represents a pivotal moment in American history, pregnant with both promise and peril, while its proponents champion its potential to unleash economic growth and restore traditional values. A closer examination reveals a more nuanced reality, particularly for Black Americans who have long navigated systemic barriers and inequities. As we move forward, it is crucial to engage in open and honest dialogue about the potential impact of these policies on Black communities. This includes acknowledging the historical context that has shaped these communities, collecting and analyzing data to track the real-world effects of the 2025 mandate, and amplifying the voices and experiences of those most impacted by these changes. The path ahead requires vigilance, advocacy, and a commitment to ensuring that the pursuit of progress does not come at the expense of equity. The 2025 mandate presents both challenges and opportunities. By engaging in thoughtful and informed discourse, we can work together to shape a future where all Americans, regardless of their race or background, have the opportunity to thrive.